Welcome to the program. This is Life and Style on KTN. My name is Catherine and this is Inspiration Monday.
And my name is Mugurega Duru, and as usual we have amazing things lined up for you. And for me, on Perspectives, when did you join social media?
Which one? Like
Facebook, because for me, I remember it was just Facebook. I didn't know about Twitter, I didn't know about anything else.
Have you ever told I'm a Facebook influencer?
Oh, wow. Aya, mnasikia. Yes, kujua.
We're all struggling on Instagram.
Yes,
So, we are the OGs of Facebook.
Yeah. So I joined, I think it was 2009.
Okay.
When I was in uni.
Okay.
So that's when I joined Facebook.
And you're not an influencer yet on Facebook?
Imagine, I don't know where I went wrong.
Okay.
I don't know. But when I joined, I remember I didn't know much about it. I just used to look at what other people used to do.
Right.
I never used to post anything. Until later now, it's like, oh, by the way, you're supposed to be posting,
right,
you know, photos and things saying, you know, you're giving your opinions.
So where are you strong? Which media?
I'm strong now on Instagram.
Hey.
Before it was Facebook, now it's Instagram.
Okay.
Twitter. But my guests today are very strong on Twitter.
Right.
So maybe after this interview, they'll have, you know, given me tips not to encourage people.
Who are your guests?
Twitter. So today I'm having Mutai and Benji.
Oh.
They are huge on Twitter, so you want to go follow them.
Yeah.
Today we're just talking about social media basically and the impact it's had on all our lives.
So you'll talk about how people fake it.
Fake it till they make it, the impact it's had on politics.
Right.
Yes.
Okay,
And
pretty
what
cool.
you have for us?
Well, I want to discuss families. This is a love month, so the kind of love I want to talk about today is not the one between spouses or partners, but families.
Okay.
So how do we heal or bring wholeness to broken or dysfunctional families? So yeah, that's my convo.
Okay. So should I let you do your thing?
Yeah, please leave,
Or I can
leave the
just sit
set.
and eavesdrop?
No, I need a guest to sit there so that, you know, you go do your thing and then when you're...
Good morning and welcome to Perspectives. My name is Mugure. This is Inspiration Monday. This is a segment where we talk about things that affect you at home. The hashtag is KTN Life and Style, so get on social media. Let us know how you're feeling. Let us know topics you'd like us to talk about. And today, we are talking about social media. So get onto social media right now. Let's see if it's changed most of your lives, because that's what we'll be talking about, how it's changed a lot of things in our lives. And to talk about this wonderful topic, I have two lovely gentlemen. Today it's a male affair. I'm feeling very special, by the way. Feeling very special. So, gentlemen, please introduce yourselves. Starting from my extreme right.
Okay, my name is Mutai. I'm popularly known as Lord Mutai on Twitter. And yeah.
I'm Benji Ndolo, known on Twitter as @Benji Ndolo. KTN is home, been here since many years ago. And I usually tweet on topical stuff, political stuff, social issues, current affairs, with a slight twist towards justice, empowerment, truth, and from a very international perspective. So I don't limit myself to Kenya or Africa. Yeah.
Okay. Mutai, what do you mostly tweet about?
Actually, I do tweet, and I also post on Facebook, and I do blogs as well. I do march on governance, politics, and of course across Africa. I talk a lot about issues across Africa, and mostly on the economy and you know, around leadership. And that's what I mostly do.
Okay. Benji, are you also strong on other social media handles, or for you your focus is mostly Twitter?
Yeah, I do some stuff on Facebook, and actually I'm handling a matter where a guy I thought was a friend sold me a car, paid the money, he charged illegal interest. I reported to DCI. The matter is in court. We went to court. He tried to sue me, to gag me. Mutai is familiar with the subject. It's a dealership on Gong Road, executive rides. And when I did something on Facebook Live, just to talk about it, I was surprised at the power of Facebook, because I'm mostly usually on Twitter @Benji Ndolo, but I was surprised at the power of Facebook. I'm not on Instagram, but I'm also on Facebook, and there as well, we just take the space to connect with friends, make new acquaintances, but mostly handle issues. And again, the testimony to this, Mugure, is the power of buyer beware, which I also just joined recently. Just the society, the community, the pressure that they put on people to be accountable and to do the right thing. I have a lady who had sold fruits to someone in Karen. I got the details, the car registration number, etc., very innocently. And I just posted it there. And then she called me the day after and she's like, Alilipa.
Oh, wow.
So there's a lot of that. So again, justice, accountability. I do Facebook, but not as much as Twitter, but I guess I need to do more on Facebook,
Let's talk about social media, like from where compared to when it started. I remember for me, I only knew about Facebook, and then I joined because everyone was joining, but I really didn't know much about it, how to use it. Compared to now, where it's, would you say it's controlling a lot of our lives?
In a sense, it is. Actually, it's interesting you say that. So I'm just one of those single senior bachelors, and I'm trying to settle down this.
Ladies, you hear? He's sort of marketing himself indirectly.
No. So I'm trying to settle down this year, and
just be honest. It's okay. We don't lie here on Inspiration Monday.
I'm still a bachelor because I'm not married yet, but I'm working on that. And one of the things I've come to discover is how social media is good in so many ways. People do misuse it and use it for different things. For example, there are those who just post all this provocative stuff, nudes, etc., etc. But you can actually use it for social good, to talk about such issues prevailing as the continued, holding back or holding out of Miguna, a Kenyan out of this country, or the continued incarceration of a political prisoner, or shooting of university students, etc. You can use it as a voice to pursue a cause for the betterment of society. But because it also is like a pseudo, world, I came to realize, and this is the point I was making, that it can also affect your relationship and your marriage, because you don't take things someone says on Facebook and then you bring them now to the house as policy, like policy for your family, for your kids, for your marriage, etc. So some of that stuff, it's like just with a light touch. And the mistake that people now make is that, Facebook likes or posting. So for example, you have a hubby and he just likes a picture of someone whose hair is different from your dreads. And then you're insecurely thinking, he's into this lady with weaves, etc. So sometimes it can bring a big problem out of nothing. And so I realize that a lot of people in committed relationships kind of stay away from it, or when they're on it, they don't connect with their other half there, etc. Because it's also used, unfortunately, for nefarious purposes, such as spying. Ulifika job sangapi, why are you wearing the skirt today, etc. So in a way, it can be used in a negative way and affect real relationships.
What do you think, Mutai?
First, I joined social media in 2012, actually 2011 in June.
Actually joined before. And I don't have as many followers.
So when I joined, first I joined Twitter mostly. That was the first time I joined Twitter. But when I was joining Twitter at that time, it was more of, I wanted to have a space where I can agitate, especially those times we were almost getting into elections. The election was supposed to be held in 2012. I remember, before they were shifted to 2013. So it was quite a political time, and for me, I joined to have a space where I can agitate and express my political opinions and actually be able to, to speak on behalf of the candidate I was supporting as of that time, who actually was Raila Odinga. So from there, I also joined Facebook, and since then, I've always used my platform mostly to talk about governance. And as Benji has said, social media has this, everybody on social media goes there for different reasons. And contrary to Benji, for me, I don't see there's a good reason and a bad reason why you're on social media. For me, it is that you get to social media because of whatever you want to do there. You can go there and, of course, talk about governance or talk about leadership or be an activist. It doesn't mean that someone else who is actually a model or someone who is, you know, posting even nude pictures is doing something bad than, you know, what you're doing. For me, social media is a platform that has given so many people opportunities to express themselves and get to do what they like doing. Others can, you know, can propagate propaganda through those sites, I mean, those platforms. It's just fine. It's just okay. And social media can be good, and it can be bad at the same time. For me, I say that whatever the reason that you get to social media, is just you and your platform. It's just you yourself and your platform. What I will say is that, you know, for what Benji has said, especially when it comes to relationships, when it comes to personal life, I normally say that it depends with what you do in real life. There are people, you know, who would want their real life to be, you know, known out there. So they will have, you know, a different kind of life on social media and have a different life outside here. But as someone who has been there for almost 10 years now, my experience has taught me something, and that is we try as much as possible to be the real person that you're outside here. Try to be that person on social media. If you're a politician out here, be a politician on social media. If you're, you know, if you're gentle out here, be gentle on social media. If you're this person who is, you know, is loving, just be loving on social media, so that you don't project an image that is something else on social media. When it comes to real life, you're someone else. That's why, you know, suspicion and things like spying on each other, you know, relationships going down is because of people get to social media and try to be different on social media. So being real on social media, I mean, trying to bring your real self out here to social media is one thing that I've come to learn that over time it works, it's advantageous. And nowadays, these days, you want to get a job somewhere, your potential employer will look at your social media and see what you've been doing there. So definitely, if you've been living a different life on social media, probably you've been saying you're somewhere in Dubai, you know, you're this person doing big things in Dubai, you know, but and actually you're just here in Kawangware, in Lamu. So definitely, someone will get that point of this person is a liar. I mean, this is not someone I can trust. So over time, I've come to realize that it's very important we project our real life outside here. And if you look at Benji, before I met Benji in real life, I used to see this person on social media who could, you know, say this, do that, say this. And when I met him in real life, actually, he's the same person. I mean, there's completely nothing different from what he says on social media. And exactly that's what we should be doing. So yes, social media is good. There are different perspectives to it. But my opinion is that we really need to be ourselves on social media. And, you know, there's an example of, there's this girl from, I think she's from Kenyatta University. I'm not sure. It's a case that has been ongoing for the last 2 days, 3 days. It's been trending. There's a girl who tried to be someone else on social media. Yeah, Bossibori. So she, you know, she was saying that, oh, I'm here, I need something, I need help. And I think she got help from Esther Passaris. Only for people to realize actually she's been, you know, lying. She's been trying to live. She's been trying to project a different, you know, a different lifestyle that she is not. She's a student who needs some help. Actually, she's not. She's a graduate. She's, you know, someone.
It actually came out after she made fun of Simple Boy.
Exactly.
And then now Kenyans on Twitter.
And then her real pictures came. We found out that, you know, the pictures were not actually the pictures she was posting on social media. So basically, we are coming to an age whereby you need to put the real life outside here. You put it on social media so that it can be advantageous and it can also help you.
So really, what Mutai is talking about is authenticity. The importance of authenticity. He's right. I am just, what you see is what you get. A little blunt, very candid, very straightforward on social media. That's how I'm in life. However, a lot of people who meet me in actual life, and Amina is a good media practitioner that is a good example. When I met Amina, she's like, hey, in person, you're actually less harsh than you are on social media.
On social media.
Yeah, so I'm a bit candid, but
Yeah.
candid doesn't mean that you're not a gentleman, that you're not,
Yeah.
you know, that you're quite mannerless. No. And that authenticity is very, very important. At the same time, on the issue of Bosibori, if you go and check the record, I was one of the KOT who, without any qualification, without any exception, told her, and I've never met her, I don't know her,
Yeah.
that she is fearfully and wonderfully made. And why that's important, Mugore, is because you realize, especially a lot of young people on social media, there's this pressure and there's this inadequacy, especially with women. Because I saw some guys,
the pressure to fit in.
I saw some guys mocking themselves on Twitter just this week, and it was kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
And some guy was telling his friend who had his profile picture, sijui nyinyi utoa guts za kupost wapi. As we are ugly guys, some other guys said, I'm ugly, skinny and broke.
Yeah.
Nakamse wa Sudan, like that. You know, it was really a whole bunch of stuff.
I saw another one, even the guy who wrote, hatuwezi kwa ugly in peace, sasa tunasumbuliwa.
Exactly. I mean, it's just totally...
Yeah.
But you see, for guys, handle it in kind of a different way, because different things are important to the different sexes. For guys, they feel, okay, I'm not nice looking, but if I have money, that's a way out. And for women, what really gets me, the most gorgeous girl will just grow up with this complex that she's too dark.
Yeah.
The more you tell her she's beautiful, and I've met many women in my lifetime, they just somehow continue bleaching.
Yeah.
They feel fat. It's so unfortunate. And this is something they grow up with, just feeling totally inadequate. And so that's why the reassurance is important, because you can imagine someone like that on the brink or at the cliff just needs 3 tweets telling her how ugly she is.
Yeah.
And it's like a total meltdown.
That's it, for them.
I remember a huge clash that was on this same station between, and I'm sure Mutai saw it, between Honorable Honorable Pasaris and Miguna.
And Miguna, yes.
And Pasaris, you know, was my client, my friend at the time. And she was like, after that mess, all that name calling, she didn't leave the house for a week.
Yeah.
You know, for women, it's not many women, Mutai, you can just call someone a bimbo in public and how stupid she is and all that, and they'll just be okay with it. And so it's good that we be sensitive towards that. And I must finish by saying, sometimes our being sensitive and accommodating towards that does not mean that we are also just going to lay down and be bullied. So there are those trolls that are there, and they just create a narrative, run with it, sell it, troll, usually driven by jealousy. And you also have to have the capacity to handle them. So for example, I'll just tell you, me, I'm that guy, I can withstand a whole army. Like, I'm that guy. You have to have some thick skin, because you know, sometimes they run people out of town. You know, there are some of this world and their battalions. They try to run people out of town. And it can be extremely intimidating to some. But for me, one of the approaches is to stand your ground and return fire. In fact, I've been asked on Twitter, usually somewhere university gani ya kurudisha moto, because, you know.
So you really have to be strong. You
have to be strong, and that's just my advice, especially for ladies.
Yeah, because mostly it's ladies. Men really don't care even about their looks.
But okay, you know, I don't want to sound more of someone who don't like don't like ladies, because they said I'm about to make my sound so. But this is some of what I normally tell people, and I've been on social media for quite a long time. Just like in the political space, if you're running for president in Kenya and you're a woman, you're running against a man. Don't expect to be, pampered. Don't expect to be, don't expect people to be easy on you just because you're a woman. Because women normally have this thing, and that's why I've always said, as far as we have to have a discussion on equality and gender balance, equality, and all those things, women empowerment, we need to be honest about it. The problem with Africa, and especially Kenya, Africans, we are not honest with as far as the conversation of equality and gender balance and women empowerment is concerned.
Yeah.
When it comes to politics, you're running against a man. Don't expect that man and his campaign team to be easy on you. No, they will finish you completely, and you should not come back and tell us, "Oh, I'm a woman. You shouldn't have done A, B, C, D on me. You should have, No. They will finish you, and it is upon you to finish them as well.
Yeah.
Use everything on the book to finish them, because
Just
this is a campaign. Prove that you're capable of doing it. The same thing applies to social media. I normally say, if you're joining social media as a woman, don't expect people to be easy on you. Don't expect us to come, oh no, you're just, this woman. No. Just do your thing. If you're provoking people on social media, expect it back.
Expect it back, yeah.
And you should be ready, or you should be, do something. There's this lady, I've forgotten her name. There's a day she posted a picture of, I think she's an influencer or something on Instagram, I don't know. She posted a picture, only people to realize she took this picture from Google and posted the picture as her own.
Kobe Kihara?
I don't know, I've forgotten her name.
I think it's Kobe actually.
Yeah, she posted
the meal thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
it ran out of town.
Yeah, and then she became
that was a huge disaster.
Yeah, she became so
defensive
stressed.
and stressed.
She had to, deactivate her social media account.
Yeah, just Kobe.
You see?
Yeah, she's the one who made that decision.
Yeah, this is now what
and
I'm
that
talking
was
about.
weird. I don't even know. How do you think that way? Just took this salad from the fridge for my mom, and it's a salad made in Berkeley, California.
So
But
don't expect us to be easy on you
Yeah.
just because you're a woman. No.
Yeah.
We will deal with you the way we
You're the one who did the provoking.
Exactly. So what I'm saying here is social media is not your kitchen.
Yeah.
This is not your bedroom. This is a platform of the rest of the country where people are coming together.
Yeah.
You will find bullies there. I'm not saying bullies are okay. No, I'm simply saying it is their right to be there, and it's their right to bully anyway, because you will never stop it. It's like a country. In a country setting like today, we have criminals. You will never ever have a country without criminals. Criminals will be there. That's why we have the police. That's why we have even the judiciary. The same thing applies to social media. You will never control it, no matter how you try. The government tried to come up with laws, laws to control what we say on social media, what we post. The laws have been challenged. They have been found to be unconstitutional. In fact, 8 clauses on that law were found to be unconstitutional. So, what is the court saying here? The courts are saying it is the right of everybody to access information. It is the right of everybody to speech. To say anything they wish and they feel is okay for them, to express their opinion on social media. So if I come and express my opinion on social media and say you're ugly, that's an opinion. If I say you're fat, that's an opinion. It's my. Even if I see you're slender, I can say you're fat. For you, you may think it is an insult, but for me, it's an opinion. That's my opinion about you. This is how I feel about you. So we need to respect that. The same way you need to be respected for what you're saying, and you think it's the best thing that you're saying is the right thing you're saying, the same way the other person needs to be respected. So when you're walking into social media, you be a man, you be a woman, you need to realize people have the right to their platforms, people have the right to speak, and they have the right to express their opinions and their mind. So when you're walking there, you need to know how to deal with it. You need to have a thick skin. Myself, there's a day I was thrown for almost 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Like, seriously. The same thing has happened to him. And for many people who have been on social media for a long time, it has always happened to them. Even Esther Passaris, she was really mocked on social media for quite some time. So it's for you to have a thick skin, and you need to learn. So
how did you deal with it when it happened to you?
Okay, for me,
did you feel bad? Like you tried
I felt bad for no. The issue is it's like politics. In politics, it is so sad when I go vying, maybe I go speaking to people, and instead of you attacking me, you attack my family. You see, they don't have that chance to come and defend themselves. So that's what is hurting, because they can't defend themselves. They are not there. The same thing applies to social media. So if you attack my family, or you attack me and attack people who can't defend themselves, it is hard, and dealing with it can be difficult. But over time, I came to learn that you know, you have to live your life. For me, the life I live on social media is exactly what I live outside here. Who I am on social media is who I am outside here. So I try and understand people. When you come and insult me, you come and troll me, I try and understand you. I mean, it's just your opinion. I don't even block you. I just look at you and that's fine. It's what you think about me. I mean, it's fine. I'll just walk and be happy. So for me, I've grown quite a thick skin. And sometimes you insult me and I try to have a conversation with you. I say, okay. Is this how you feel about me? I didn't even know that. I mean, you just come to this level of I call it higher level of understanding of how people behave on social media. And this is the thing. So I'm taking time. I want to use this as an example. There's a road in Turkana that ilikuwa imebomoka sana. And people have been using that road to attribute it to Machakos County, saying that this road is in Machakos County. But there is a story written by the Standard actually. They wrote the story and indicated the road is in Turkana. But people don't want to accept. I mean, people have seen actually this road is in Turkana, but they still want to tell Machakos County that this road is in your county, you see? So I look at that person and I say, okay, maybe this is how you are. You just
cases upon cases, direct quotations. I grab them by the P, blah, blah, blah. And it's women that are voting for him. So understanding this gender, not from a feminist perspective, toxic feminism, we don't want to hear, we don't want to understand, etc. For me, I'm just giving a pragmatic approach. Any attacker, any bad boy will think twice before attacking a lady. That's why you don't see the Victoria Rubadiris of this world trolled. That's why you don't see, you know, there's several. Maybe I may not have many off the top of my head, but the Michelle Obamas, you know, trolled on stuff that is not, that is substantive. It's because there's a lot of power in being a lady about your character, about your business, so that you're handling it in a way that you're not racing to the bottom with men. Yeah.
Okay, this conversation is just getting so heated. I hope you're there on social media, tweeting us, telling us how you feel also about this topic. Women out there, you've had, should we be treated equally as men as we've been fighting for like years? Because now we've been given that chance. We've been given that chance. But do we suit being there yet? Anyways, don't go anywhere, because after the break we'll be discussing more, like the effect it has had on politics, the role it's played in politics, and people who live lives, basically fake it till you make it. Don't move. We'll be back after this short commercial break.